remember KLAP. Yeah, maybe that's too old for some of you guys in chat, but yeah, that game has nothing on KLAP. KLAP was like the peak of that stuff, and then everything else has been like downhill slop. So that's just my hot take, though. I wish I didn't remember that. KLAP? KLAP is like kind of goated though. Well, I don't know if I would say goated. It's like maybe just okay. Well, no, maybe it's not okay. It's better than some of the stuff out there, but not as good as some of the other stuff. It's definitely better than anything they've put out in the past like 8 years. But it stands for Kind, Love, and Punish, otome game where you are kind, or you love, or you punish beautiful men. Yeah, I'm sure that's the type of stuff you like. For me, I like a good crazy visual novel with a cat girl that you find in a box on the side of the road, and you take her in and raise her as your daughter, and then for some reason your relationship ends up explicit and you did not see that coming, and also you bought the game when you were 13 off of J-List or J-Box with a gift card that your grandpa gave you for Christmas. Yes! Oh my god! Wait, you know peak! Peak! That was my first ever. That was my first ever Eroge. That was my first ever one when I was like, well, I was like way younger than that. I actually think I was like 10 or something like that. Can I say that? I was like 10, I think, when I played it. And I remember like I really wanted to play an Eroge. That was like my thing, but like I couldn't buy it because like I obviously like wasn't old enough, right? And so for Christmas that year, my grandpa gave me a Visa gift card. And so with a Visa gift card, you could buy anything you want, and you also don't need to verify your age with it. And so because I knew that, I went on J-List or J-Box, which the version of it that had the NSFW stuff, because I used to just go and browse that website all the time. Wow. And then I would like write down the names. I had this little Gwen Stefani notebook where I would write down everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, one day I'm gonna buy these. And that was the first one on my list. And I remember for Christmas that year, I was so excited, and I was like, I hope it works. Oh my god. And then I got it, and I was like, this is literally peak. This is literally peak. How the fuck did you know J-List at 10 years old? Dude, I was cooking up shit on the internet that you should not expose 10-year-olds to, but it gave me a good eye for this type of stuff as I was like in my teenage years, and then I ended up being a Final Fantasy 14 player, so it was like all wasted in the end anyway. But at least for a couple years of my life, I knew Pete, and that was all that mattered. Yeah, I'd never use Newgrounds because I would just be playing Eroge all day, every single day, man. That was everything. Yeah, why can't you people search gore at 10 like normal people? I didn't want to look at gore when I was 10 years old, okay? I wanted to look at naked cat girls. I wanted to look at naked girls. All I wanted to do when I was a kid was look at boobs. That was it. That was like the only thing that mattered to me when I was a kid. Is like I just wanted to look at boobs, right? Hatsune Miku's boobs were like the coolest things ever to me, and I was like, dude, naked girls are literally the best, right? And that's all I wanted to do. I would just be like, I don't give a fuck about the guy in the scene. Like, show me the naked girl. Expose her titties to me right now. And then like playing Grisaya, I was like, Yuji, I love you. You're like the only male MC that has rights, but I need you to move. I need to stare at Michiru Matsushima naked, sprawled out on this bed right now. And I was like rubbing my hands together like a fly, but I was like way too young for that game. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, I want to be concerned, but I turned out fine, okay? I turned out totally fine. I was an OG son. I was literally an old man born into the body of a cute femboy, right? And I've used this to my advantage every day of my life.